Hi guys. This next short video, emphasis on short, um, is this next video. Um, I often say a lot of times, and I've actually said it for a little while now, coming to terms with what I see, what I'm learning about not only mental disorders, but about being psychopathic and being narcissistic and all these things, which are very, very closely related, is that I have been saying that this society, that America, uh, breeds narcissism. It breeds psychopathic behavior. And, you know, even I didn't have like real full understanding of that, you know. But now that I do, I want to make a video about it. I want to talk to you about it a little bit. Um, so I'm going to take it from this aspect, and I am not just talking about men because I know women can be psychopaths. I know women can be narcissistic, you know. But here's the thing, and I'm so sorry about my camera moving. Let me do something so that I can get it straight. So, I keep saying that we're in a narcissistic society. Like almost everybody is a narcissist or seems to have these traits. And I mean, it's like everywhere is narcissist, you know. And it's just like, you know, what is this? But let's look at. I'm going to take the example of, and this is not me just picking on men, but I'm going to take the example of the strong silent type. A lot of times we hear about the strong silent type, you know, big, strong man, you know, unemotional a lot of times, you know, because we, especially in the black community, teach our little boys and everything, you know, we ridicule them, we traumatize them really into not being soft, not being weak, not being emotional, not be, you know, it's a joke, you know. You know, you acting like a girl, you a sissy, you know. And so you have these men, little boys or whatever, who grow up unemotional, who grow up very unattached to their feelings because they hear that it's wrong, it's weak, it's not manly, it's, you know. And so, you know, and we've seen so much of this, and then now, you know, we got a society where, you know, all the women are asking, you know, where are the emotional men? Where are the men who feel? Where are the men who are in tune with their emotions and so forth? But we have to realize that those teachings are going to, you know, bring results. And some of it is narcissistic and, like I said, psychopathic even type behavior. And, you know, perfect example, you know, you have this man, this strong, silent type man, and, you know, he's your partner. You know him, you love him, he loves you, supposedly, you know, he says he does. And so something happens in your life, in your family or just whatever that hurts you, that brings you pain and tears and whatever, and he's just strong silent. He's just being, you know, very you know, he may say a little bit or whatever, but, you know, he get up and leave, or he go be with his boys, or, you know, he tell you something cold and harsh, you know, that, you know, very unsupportive, very mean, or whatever, and you just write it off as, oh, he's just strong silent type. He's not emotional. He just, you know, it's just how he is. No, he's a psychopath. He's a psychopath. He's a narcissist. He's acting that way because he doesn't feel. You know, you know, it's too many of them out there for us to keep looking at this and saying, oh, that's just how men are. That's not how men are. Real men feel. Real men have emotions. Real men um, are uplifting for their women. Real men are support systems for their women. How can you support me and be unemotional and cold and heartless, or just say something just quick and drab and just whatever. I remember I was in a situation ship, or maybe I shouldn't say that because I don't really know what that means. I heard it. Okay, so I was in a relationship with a guy who we'd been, man, talking of a long time, some years. Um, and I knew he was a selfish. I know he could be selfish, but I also knew he could be very sweet and kind, and you know. And so I really didn't I didn't always lean on him for stuff, and I kept a lot of stuff inside when I was talking to him because I knew he wouldn't receive it well. So, or shall I say, I knew he really wasn't going to be emotionally supportive. But this particular day, or let me say this, it didn't seem like he would be because I didn't really know for sure. It just didn't seem like he would be just because of how he comes off. So this one evening, I was really upset about. I mean, I had a horrible day. It was bad, and I handled it, and I stood up to it and everything. But at the end of the night, I was spent. I wanted to cry. I wanted to be held. I was just, I needed that tenderness. And so I started to begin to tell him, and he was just he's like, well, is this about your bad day, or is this about, just something bad happened, whatever? And I was like, yeah, and I just want to, and dude basically cut me off and told me that he didn't want to hear all that because he was in a good mood and he didn't want to be drugged down by my negativity. And that hurt. It hurt because, I'll be there for your crap, and seriously, the one time, because like I said, I didn't do it, but, the one time that I really wanted to, for you to be gentle and for me to be able to, lean on you and you support me, and comfort me. You told me you don't want to hear it, and here's the funny thing about it. He never apologized. He never was, he never came back and was gentle about that. Even when I told him how that hurt and told him how um, I needed him at that time, this was probably some weeks later, because I couldn't just bring it right back up. Basically, in other words, I was basically walking on eggshells around him because of how he was, you know. And that's a relationship that's doomed to failure because it's one-sided, and if you can't be soft and gentle with me, and I be soft and gentle with you, it's not gonna go nowhere. It was hurtful. It was very, very hurtful for him to be so cold and dismissive, and you know, he was absolutely a narcissist, and the attention was always on him. It was always me giving to him, and he never gave anything to me. And I think, like I say, we as women, a lot of times we accept that, and we have, that's what we know because that's how men are, and it really is not. It's not. We have Society has trained, just the way this world works and operates, and the society acts and behaves. They have basically created a narcissistic type, you know, person, men, by telling them and training them to be that way, to be unemotional, to be, like you don't give a woman too much love, like you don't show her too much attention, too much affection, it's like, and especially nowadays, it's like there's this thing that you gotta basically dog women out in order for them to want you, love you, whatever. And I get it that there are some women who need to be abused to feel loved, but that's not all of us, because I don't want that. I don't want to be yelled at. I don't want to be called no B. I don't want to be mistreated and, stalked and jealous, you jealous of me, and you just, I can't be around another person, This football player who I thought about doing a video on, who beat his girlfriend on TV in front of the child. That dude just, I heard that the reason that he even did that was because he thought, well, some guy that he knew was flirting with her or something to that effect. But it wasn't her flirting with him. It was some other man flirting with her, so he beat her for it, And if you think that's sick and that stuff don't happen, it does. I was with an absolute narcissist, my daughter's father, and this dude, we were on the freeway. He's driving, I'm in the passenger seat. We're on the freeway, and I'm just, we just, riding, and he looked toward me or whatever, and, then he looked toward me again, whatever, and I'm just like, I'm still not really paying attention. And he's like, you know him? You know dude? And I'm like, who? What are you talking about? Talking about that dude over there in that truck. He keep on looking down here in this car, Now we are on the freeway, on the highway, whatever. And, some guy over there in the truck. And I'm just like, so I look, and I'm like, no, why would you think that? Well, he keep on looking over here. He looking over here like he know you and blah, 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 blah. Dude started a whole argument. Dude started a whole fight over some guy in a truck that of course I don't know him. Like, how am I going to know him? Like, God, and I'm telling you, these men, it's not, jealousy should not be a huge part of a relationship, and these men will tell you, oh, it's the way you dress, it's the way you act, it's the blah, 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 and it doesn't always be. It doesn't always be. I've always been a modest woman. I've always dressed very, very conservative, modest, whatever you want to call it, and so I don't do a lot to be trying to draw attention from men. I get it naturally and normally because, but I'm not trying to draw it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times I figured out that for a lot of these men, you don't have to throw yourself at another man. You don't have to, do things to make them jealous. A lot of times that's already there in them already, and that's not just you being protective of me or protective of the relationship or you just want your respect. That don't have anything to do with that. It has to do with the fact that you wanted and pursued a beautiful woman, got it, and can't handle it, which is a whole nother video. But there is a lot of that. There's a lot of that. And then all of a sudden, she bitches and hoes because other men look at her or want her or just whatever. And it's just like, like I'm saying, so much of this behavior in the society that we are in is straight demonic, psychopathic. And real quick, let me get on the women. We women are taught to love, to submit, and to be loyal, and to be faithful, and to, most of us have been taught from a Christian standpoint, especially black women. Even if you're not a Christian right now yourself, you more than likely got that type of teaching from mom, grandma, aunties, whatever. More than likely they were. So this weak, submissive, man is the head, blah, 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 blah. That teaching has been so wrong for we women because it has taught we women to accept that type of psychopathic behavior and to put up with that type of psychopathic behavior and narcissistic behavior. Oh, he just a man. Oh, he just a blah, blah, blah. My daddy was like that, blah, blah, blah. And we have been so inundated with unhealthy men and women and just being in relationships that, Papa was a Rolling Stone just forever, your grandpa was and great-great-grandfather was and all that. And that's not just how men are. And then that teaches you to keep up with that type of behavior. Keep yourself in that type of line of accepting that type of behavior because really that's all that you know. That's all you've seen, and it is not normal. It is not normal. But there are so many women, older women, grandmas and all this who will tell you to accept it. Oh, well, he paying the bills. Oh, well, he loves you. And, oh, he blah, 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 blah. You just need a man. And you need a man to get. You don't if he don't love you, if he don't value you, if he doesn't respect you, if he doesn't honor you, if he doesn't not cheat on you. I mean, it's not just normal behavior for men just to cheat. But we're in a society, like I keep saying, where we keep accepting that kind of stuff because of how we have been taught. We have to get to a point to where we love ourselves and we take care of ourselves, and the way that people treat us is absolutely a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. And most of us don't love ourselves when you accept that kind of behavior. And it shows that we don't, and they see that we don't because we keep putting up with it and we keep accepting it, all this submission is a whole nother video. And I'm not saying not to respect another human being, a man or whatever, but not because he a man, not because he got a penis, not because, what is he doing to get respect? What is he doing? How is he living as a man, as a father, as a whatever, to get this respect and submission? And I mean, come on. Submission, first of all, is a two-way street. You submit to me, I submit to you, but nobody is beneath anybody. Like, I keep asking myself, who are these men who need women to be submissive? Submissive for what? Submit to what? Submissive so that what? She could sit back and you pay all the bills and you be the man? Okay, most of y'all don't want to do that. Submissive that she needs to shut up and keep her mouth closed? Okay, well, get a dog, because women got opinions. Get an animal that's not going to talk back to you, because why would you want to be in a house or in a relationship with somebody who has no opinion, no mind, no feedback, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, and yes, she can be respectful and have an opinion. I don't understand the submission. Submission, like I keep saying, to what? Your authority as a man, you're the head of the house. Okay, well, like I say, that comes with certain stipulations that you should be doing also. And if you're doing that, you're going to get that mutual respect and love and whatever else. Anyway, it's not that she needs to submit to you and to your authority of, what is the submission? How is the submission going to look? How is it going to look other than her being respectful and loving you? Once again, like I just said in my other video, I don't think we look far enough down the road to really even understand what this stuff is that we're even talking about. I think so many men just hear, oh, women need to submit, and don't even really know what that submission would look like. And for what reason? How is that going to look? And most of them don't even know. If she respects you, if she loves you, if she honors you, if she takes you serious, if she, I mean, really, if she does the same thing that you do to her, if she's reflecting you to her, if you are reflecting each other in a relationship, then it should be mutual. There should be no need for anybody to submit to anybody. I mean, what? Having her not be the man in the relationship, or have her not, you know, be doing so much in the relationship. Well, if you help her by helping her, being gentle and supportive to her, by, you know, getting out of this crazy mindset that so many men are in, then you'll find a submissive woman. You'll find a woman who lets you take the lead and be the man in the relationship. Why? Because contrary to popular belief, women really don't want to be the head and the man. We really don't. So many of us are in that position because, first of all, you don't have anybody else to do it, and second of all, because, you know, there is no, even a lot of times when there is a man, he's not being supportive. He's not giving me a gentle and a soft place to lay my head. He's not. So many of these relationships right now, especially with black men and black women, are that the woman is in the masculine role, not because she wants to be, but so often because the man is putting her in that type of situation. And I'm just being real and honest about it. All of these black women are not out here just wanting to be the man in the relationship. No. That's not the case. And then you all get mad when she goes to a man of another race and becomes sweet and soft and nice and kind and gentle and all this. And you're like, oh, well, why she won't do that for a black man? Because the black man is not giving her an opportunity to. And I'm just being real. A man who really knows his place and being supportive and loving and honest. Because, see, here's the thing that I see. That when black men go over to women of other races, they allow them to be gentle. They support them. They expect them to be feminine and gentle because they're in a position where they're doing things a lot of times that they wasn't doing for the black woman. And so, yeah, it makes Maria look a lot more. It makes Maria look a lot more gentle and feminine because of what you're doing. And that's just the truth of the matter, if we're really honest. That's just the truth of the matter, you know. And like I said, we need some self-evaluation and really to be honest with ourselves. If you as a man treat your black woman or your whatever the way that you are out here treating other women because you just expect them to be feminine, you're putting them in a situation to where they can be soft and gentle and sweet and not hard and manly and got to get up and go to work and it's impossible for a woman to be fully in her feminine having to do manly things because she doesn't have anybody else there, or because the man, even though he's in the relationship, he's still expecting her to go and keep 5 jobs. He's still expecting her to take out her trash. He's still expecting her to, change the tires and to put the gas in the car and to, I hope y'all get it. I hope y'all understand. I hope I, wasn't all over the place in this video. I was just trying to get like a lot of stuff out before the video cuts off on me, because I don't always know how much room I have on my phone to record. And so I hope you guys get it. We need to evaluate ourselves in our lives. Most men used to be very simple and really didn't require a whole lot, but that's changed. That's changed so much. I mean, they got these men now. They're always talking about modern women, but these modern men out here want you to bring the whole table, and that is ridiculous. You're asking the women to be put in a masculine state, and if she's the man, then that automatically makes you the feminine in the relationship. It is what it is. And it is backwards, upside down, and it just ain't going to work, period. And then you're going to be somewhere frustrated, mad, and angry. All women bitches, women hoes. I mean, you got to look at what you're doing. You know, most women, you know, um, most women are not out here requiring all the stuff that these men keep thinking that they are requiring. They really are not. Now, you got some women that's on that other level who, yeah, they're looking for that. They're looking for cars. They're looking for money. They're looking for jewelry. They're looking for, you know, $5,000 meals and all that kind of stuff. Those are different kind of women. And I think a lot of men don't realize and recognize the fact and be honest with themselves that when you go after women like that, then that is what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? Some of these men need to come back down to reality too and just go and get you a regular, beautiful, smart woman who just wants to be in a relationship and wants to love you and be kind to you and be, you know, faithful to you, and you all mutually love each other without her, you know, having to be some, you know, whatever that's going to backfire on you. And she's superficial, and she ain't no good mother, she can't cook, I mean, why do you want that when there's so many other good women out here that is not a bitch and a hoe? I mean, it's like we're in a fantasy, you know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that you see these men going after, this unrealistic fantasy of a woman, is like, it's not even real and true. Like, I mean, it's not, I don't know. Whew. Leave a comment down at the bottom, subscribe, and yeah, let me know if you get what I'm saying. Let me know if any of that touched you, resonated, or anything. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, we'll see you next time.